Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing. We're out early and we're going out foraging. I've literally just woken up and I thought, I'll bugger it. I'm going to go out just for this tide because it's a 1.3 and see what we can get. So stay tuned. Hopefully it's a good trip. I'm hoping for some bass because we've had some rough weather lately. It's Smash Fishing, baby. Woo! It is another foraging night. Got a bit of an onshore breeze. I've got the big light with me now, strapped to my waist and a head torch on. Been trying to sort out the camera at the moment with the lighting, so hopefully this shows up the creatures a little bit better. There's a lot of prawns on this beach. They are really small. I'm hoping, because I'm very early on the tide, that there'll be some bigger ones further down. We're extremely early at the moment. Tide needs to go out a long way yet so we can get to the good spots and the lobster holes. But for now I'm just mooching around, just looking for a bass or any other sort of creature. First prawn of the evening. We'll take him. Hopefully a few more come out. I'm going to head to a different spot for a little bit because we've got a while of the tide to go down before we get to the lobster holes. Hopefully we can snag a bass. There's a rockling. Not sure where he's gone. Good sized rockling went through then. As you can see here, guys, look at the size of these winkles. They are absolutely massive. And these things are littered all over this gravel bed. It's an empty shell, that one. They are literally scattered everywhere. And it's surprising how much meat are in these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect a few of these. We're going to add it to our little seafood boil later. That's what you call a blowhole from a bass or a gilthead. It's where they stand up in the sand and blow into the sand. It's quite a deep one, that. Get some serious amount of meat out of these. They're huge. Very nice start to the night. Not much under that. Peeler crab there. There's a nice size ormer. Look at that beauty. Not in season, so they all go back. Found some good lobsters under this rock in the past, but not much there at the moment. That hole looked amazing, but nothing in there. Nice and clean too. Right, I'm going to do a 100-metre trek around the beach now. Let's go find some lobster holes. Got him. Nice. First bass of the night. Not a bad little basil, that one. We'll give him a measure in a minute just to see if there's any more around. Good sized bass, that. I don't know if it's a keeper, but it looks very close. There you go. Nice bass. Just laying in the shallows. I thought I'd find some tonight because we've had some really strong northwesterly winds. Usually that's a good sign for some bass. And that there, oh look at that, that is well over the legal size limit. That's probably a 44 centimetre bass. Nice. That one there is going in the cook pot. That's my breakfast. Nice little bass, good eating size. Hopefully we can find a couple more. Beautiful little start to the night. Good old shiny basil. Not a monster, but a prime fish, nice and thick, and very much going in the cook pot. And this is why I always bring a bass gauge with me everywhere I go, because in Guernsey you can pretty much find bass anywhere. As you can see, well over the gauge. It's about 44 centimeters. Beautiful. We'll take him all day long. Gonna change some batteries in my head torch. Hopefully we can find some more. I'm over the moon to have a bass already. That's gonna go down a treat. Good old basil, come on, give us a biggie. The ground I look for bass, so you can see, it's a big like gravel bed, but it's a mix of boulders and sand and just loads of gravel in between. Get a lot of clams around here, hence the reason the bass are in here feeding. You see gilt heads now and again, but I'm not jammy enough to catch them now. They're super quick, the gilt heads. I've even found red mullet in spots like this before as well, so if you've got any little spots like this in your area, it's definitely worth a little walk around. Some seriously pretty rainbow rack. Look at the colours on that. That is vibrant. It's almost like you're in Avatar land. Oh, he's gone. Oh, that was a biggie. Oh, lovely bass. He's seen me and he was out of here. He wanted nothing to do with smash fishing. No, don't blame him. Always got to look around the weedy areas like this. We've got a gravel bed here, hitting onto seaweed. The bass, even in a foot of water, will be tucked up in the seaweed and they'll just sit there until the tide pushes them out. So it's always a good idea to check around these seaweed beds. Couple of prawns in there. Nice. Not monsters, but they're keepers. We'll have them. Be nice when they start growing big, that's for sure. Still a good few of them like that. Not a bad size. I'll munch on those all day long. I'm right on the edge of the reef now. It's about a 150 metre walk out here over loads of slimy seaweed. There's a couple of lobster holes I'm hoping is uncovered. The tide hasn't gone that far tonight, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, he's gone. Bugger. Oh, I missed him again. There's some big bass in here. I can't catch them. They're too far over the kelp. I've just seen 4 or 5 bass there, and they were all round the sort of 4 to 5 pound mark. And I missed every single one of them. It's too hard to walk through the reef. You can't get enough speed to catch up with them. They're just gone as soon as they see you. That's a shame. Some lovely fish. Nice to see round. Another nice prawn there. Happy days. What a forage. Seems to be life everywhere tonight. Started off slow, but we certainly picked it up. Beautiful lobster hole there, and nothing in it. Madness. I really thought we were onto a winner with that one. The lobsters have been non-existent on this beach, but the bass have been absolutely amazing. They're everywhere. It's a shame we can't find a nice lobster, but I'm happy with the meal we got so far. Winkles, prawns and bass for breakfast. A couple more beauties there. Very nice. just picking away at the moment because that tide's turned now. I'm going to run to the shore edge where we found the first bass, and I'm going to hopefully find another one. A little baby pollock. Tiny little thing. Oh, there's a nice prawn. I've seen loads. Caught one. It's not very good stats. Certainly some life around today though. There's little brown crabs walking around everywhere. I keep seeing little bass as well, but they're always out of reach. It's a bit of a shame. But still, thoroughly enjoying myself tonight. Just plodding around the shore edge, hoping for a lucky lobster, but there's a conger down there. They're going backing up. It's cool to see. Yeah, it's been an awful amount of bass tonight. Lovely to see them all inshore again. The shore anglers would be happy. That there is a lovely size oyster. Look at that beauty, got limpets on it and everything. If I had a knife with me, I'd knock that off and munch on it, but I don't have nothing to get it off the rock with, and I don't want to just bash it off and expose all the meat. So it's a lucky day. You can stay there for now. The Pacific rock oysters are definitely starting to grow around the island a lot more. Interesting to see. There's even a little baby one there. I'm in a giant cave at the moment. Look at this. I say a cave, it's just a giant gully that leads to the open water. I found some cool stuff in here before, but it seems like all the pebbles have washed up and it's sort of flattened it all out. It used to be giant boulders like this. Heading up the beach now, guys. When we get to the top, I'll give you a little show of what we got. Not a load of stuff foraging. Seen a lot of bass tonight, more than I've seen in quite a while now. It's lovely to see, but no lobsters whatsoever, not even a small one today. Quite interesting. Ever since the ockies are turned up, it's been very hard to find lobsters foraging. Hopefully on the next set of really big tides, be able to pull out some biggies. I've popped back home now, guys. I realised I didn't even have a cooker with me. I was going to do a cook on the boat, but hey ho, that's the way it goes. Always forget something. But what I'm going to do is cook off these prawns and the winkles, the giant winkles, and I'm going to put the bass in the fridge, and we're going to have a nice little meal out of this later on today. So we'll cook up a nice little delicious meal. All I'm going to do is boil the winkles for about 10 minutes, and then I'll add the prawns for a couple of minutes, and those will go in the fridge till later, and then we'll pull them out the shells. The size of those, they're absolute monsters. So we're just going to give these about a 7 to 10 minute boil. 7 minutes should be plenty, but I always like to overdo it a little bit with shellfish. These are actually grazers. They feed on the algae on the rocks and stuff more than what, like say, oysters do when they filter the water. So these are a lot safer to eat than oysters and scallops and stuff like that from the beach. Thought I'd point it out. Any sort of grazing sort of shellfish, very safe thing to eat. And that's all the prawns we had. Not many tonight, but happy to have a few. I think later on today I'm going to cook a nice seafood omelette. Just give the winkles another minute. They're good to go. Shame we didn't get more prawns. But hey, for the start of the season, I'm just happy to get a few, to be honest. Go well with a nice seafood omelette, all of this. Winkles actually surprisingly delicious. We are back in the kitchen, guys. I've got 2 eggs, a fillet of bass, all of the winkles and prawns, and some Guernsey butter with garlic, salt and pepper. So all I'm going to do is make a little seafood omelette out of this lot. I've just finished fishing, I'm knackered. So a nice little healthy meal will go down a treat. So all I'm going to do, I've just crushed up some garlic and put some salt and pepper in this. So I'll just get a little dollop of that in there. And what I'm going to do is cook up the bass fillet whole in the pan. And then when it's nearly cooked, I'm going to whisk up 2 eggs, get them in. We'll have a sprinkle of winkles and prawns. Delicious. A little bit of fish seasoning, just to add to that flavour. That's lemon and dill seasoning, that. Oops. Just going to whisk this up. That's all ready to go. As soon as our bass is cooked, we'll get that in. Our garlic butter's all up to heat there, guys. So I'm just going to slap in the bass fillet. I'm going to wait for that to cook almost through, flip it over, and then we're going to add, that's when we're going to add all of our egg. Just the lemon and dill seasoning with the garlic butter smells absolutely delicious. Been fishing for 9 hours, so I am absolutely starving. Cannot beat fried fish for lunch, baby. So now that's flipped, guys, all I'm going to do is just add my egg around, creating our nice fish omelette, just like so. And I'm going to sprinkle all of our winkles and our prawns around. Yeah, good to go. Look at that beauty. That looks absolutely delicious. A little bit more black pepper over that. I'm a big fan of black pepper. It's like a pure protein meal. Not really sure what I've created here, but it smells and it looks delicious. There we go. Got a lovely bass fillet on top. Check that out. We've got a beautiful fried bass fillet on top there with our winkles and egg all wrapped up into an omelette. Delicious. Oh no, it's falling apart. If I do say so myself, that looks rather delicious. All we need now, just a little bit of sriracha on the sides, just for a little bit of heat. Ooh, I haven't eaten a thing since 4 o'clock this morning. I am thoroughly going to enjoy this. Can't even get my words out. I'm knackered. I'm super hungry. So this is going to go down a treat. That lovely bit of bass, lovely bit of winkles. Oh wow, that's delicious. Oh, I like that. I put so much pepper with that. Because it's got little chunks of garlic in that butter. definitely stands out well. Those Winkles were massive. They were a lot bigger than I seen them last year. Last year they were sort of like ½ inch. These things, they're like an inch wide. They're really big. They're really big Winkles. Put a little bit of sriracha on the end. With that lemon and dill seasoning over the top. It's absolutely delicious. I don't really care what anyone says. This is absolutely delicious. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out. So I won't leave the video any longer, guys. I'm going to demolish this in 2 seconds. I'm absolutely starving. This was super tasty. That little bit of sriracha, a little bit of heat. Yum. Absolutely delicious. So stay tuned for the next episode. If you want any merch, the link's in the description. If you enjoyed the channel, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. There's going to be plenty more to come. We got the next month, we've got a lot of big tides coming. So be a lot more foraging. I'm going to start doing some outdoor cooks as well. So hopefully you enjoy them. It's smash fishing, baby. Woo!